Hi, Taurus. This is going to be your reading. It will resonate with any placement of Taurus in your natal chart, but keep in mind it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with everyone that watches. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed as well. If you're new, well, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I'm glad to have you here. I love reading for Bull Gang. I was going to do this big thing for you, and the messages that came out of the Illumination Oracle deck made me go, oh, well, let's get a love message out of the way because it does seem to be about love. There's a passionate romance, but change is coming. Someone's meeting someone new. They want to spend time together and they're going to hide the truth. Huh. Okay. So there's been a passionate romance, but change is all of a sudden coming because either you're meeting someone new or someone else is meeting someone new and they're hiding the truth about it. I'm hearing that for, of course, not all of you, but a few of you, you might have had kind of an open relationship with someone, or the lines were kind of blurred about whether or not you were seriously committed. But not all of you had that issue. Not all of you were in an open relationship. Someone might just be suddenly going, oh. Honestly, I think the person you're with, they have an indulgent side and they have a problem with desire. Sometimes they can be a little indulgent, like maybe they drink a little too much and they start chit-chatting and flirting with people they shouldn't. Like they see a sexy woman and they're like, squirrel. I think this person kind of runs from their responsibilities a little bit, to be perfectly honest. And I think that maybe when the going gets tough, one of the ways they help deal with that is to flirt with and talk to other people. I also think that for any of you that have someone trying to manifest you, they know what kind of person you are. They know what kind of a relationship that you want and what kind of relationship that you don't want. And they kind of don't care. It's like, no, I'm going to sex text you and I want you to fit into this racy, sexy Girl Friday kind of vibe. And it's like they know that you are ready for serious commitment, but they keep treating you like an option. They also keep trying to like feed you some fantasy narrative and bullshit you. And it's like they're envisioning you being someone that you're not. Or if you're with someone, it's like they're bored and they want to get into some trouble. Someone else has caught their eye. So some of you are with a person with a wandering eye, and I was like, well, that sucks. But I guess this message came out because you needed to hear it. Some of you need to hear it because the overall energy of the person around you is the Magician. They could be an Aries, a Virgo, or a Gemini. Of course, they don't have to be that sign. They're just hustling the way they feel. Two cards came out, the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles. All right, we've already got two chicks showing up. What you need to know or your advice is the Seven of Swords. Someone's not going to be honest and they're going to play a little game. And then the final outcome is the Knight of Cups to the High Priestess. So somebody trying to woo someone. You might have been dating someone or in a commitment with someone, but like it was going well, but now all of a sudden they've got their eye on somebody else. It's because it's easier with her. I'm going to tell you right now, it's because it's easier. And she's new. She might be young. She might be super sexy. And he's drawn to this chick for maybe sexual reasons and attraction reasons. And you're just a little too down to earth for them at the moment. And earth signs aren't sticks in the mud. One of my parents is an earth sign, and I tried. Y'all aren't boring. Trust me, folks. Taurus is not boring. They are a lot of fun. You live deliciously. But it's like not quite enough for somebody all of a sudden. Okay. So this person's a magician, and clarifying this is the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess. That's Pisces. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so they have earth energy like you. I sees them checking someone out or someone's checking them out. They might have a woman flirt with them. She might also be kind of promiscuous and overly flirty and even inappropriate. I mean, this is the most naked looking High Priestess I've ever seen. Little Miss Girl of Mystery maybe milling around his information stall at the career fair this weekend or something. I feel like this person may do something. They may demonstrate something with their hands. They may be showing someone something and someone shows up and maybe she's just a little too interested in him. A feminine might use sexuality and flirtation to get this person's attention. This person does feel drawn to something. They are sort of checking someone out. They're checking someone out. And this Page of Wands to Queen of Wands. Some of you may have an earth sign come and check you out and talk to you. This person may actually be another woman that like you could have a good relationship with. She might have been doing something with someone else and she's realizing, oh my God, I don't need to be working with this guy or talking to this person. I need to be pairing up with Taurus. Like she might have been dating or doing business with some guy, because I have this King of Cups here, and it's like now she's like, no. Me and Taurus are a better match. And I'm hearing it might be like a business partnership or a friendship. You might end up being roommates or something like that. She's different from you, but she's fun. But I feel like this is maybe a guy like, hey girl, hey, unbutton your blouse a little more for me. And here's why I say that. Because underneath this is the King of Cups, the Devil, and Judgment. Okay, I feel like this is spirit. This is their conscience being, dude, you're being kind of a perv. I feel like this guy's kind of pervy. I hate to say it, like a little perverse. The King of Cups and the Devil is like, yeah, take it all off, baby. He gets a little too drunk and he lets his passion get the better of him. I'm not going to go so far as to say alcoholic or sex addict, but he gets a little obsessive really easily. And I think spirit is saying to this person, hey, watch out for your shadow side. Like desire is a thing and attraction and passion is a thing. But like if you want to be with Taurus, you need to keep your eyes on her, and you need to understand what kind of woman she is. She's not someone that's going to indulge all your little weirdo sexual fantasies. Also, she's a grown-up. This person might not want to grow up all the time, because here's what you need to know or your advice. The Seven of Swords. You can't catch me. Clarifying this is the Empress. There you are. The Hierophant. There you are. And the Ace of Swords. See, this person knows what you're about. They know that you're a grown up. Okay. You're a grown ass person. They also know that you're the right choice for serious commitment. You need to know that. And they're like, hee hee hee. They may really like you for a serious relationship, but they might try to test you to see how you feel if they talk about other women they're dating and stuff like that, or if they try to get you to be all sexy fun time girl for them. They're going to see you as this Queen of Pentacles, and clarifying this is the Hanging Man, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. All right. I think they're realizing that you're not who they thought they were. I do think that they want to continue to like get your attention. This person may also try to make you jealous a little bit. I also think that right now the two of you might be bickering about something, and that's why all of a sudden they're like, oh, I want something new. It's also possible that they've been talking to these honeys, right? And then they meet you and they're like, actually, why am I talking to all these dipshit girls? Like, why am I talking to these little girls that like, yeah, they're really hot and they really turn me on, but like Taurus is the real deal. And they may really suddenly see that about you, and they may say to themselves next week, what are you doing talking to this girl and that girl and whatever? Like, you're not thinking with the brain between your ears here, dude. She's kind of the real deal. And they're like, I know that, but I don't want to admit that to myself. And they're just going to keep talking to that young little honey that this person is motivated by their ego. Like, this is a quiet, sexy, youthful, mysterious virgin that they are like Romeo towards. And Four of Cups, there's the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This person's like drooling over this chick. They have a very idealized version of love, Taurus. And I love idealism and all that, but you're an earth sign. I'm an air sign. And I think you and I both know that intelligence and practicality is important. And everybody wants that hot TikTok girl. But I don't know that this chick is mature enough and grounded enough to have a serious relationship with. Like, I really don't. You may have fire and earth in your chart. Like maybe you're tuning in because you have a Taurus moon, but you're a Leo rising or you're a Leo sun or something like that. And they need to see both aspects of you. and they might not. I think this person's meeting someone new and they think, oh, I'm going to go off and talk to her. Taurus will be here. She'll wait. Right. Okay. The bull moves slow, but once it gets going, it'll keep going and it'll run right away from you, dude. Taurus doesn't like this, and they don't like games. You have zero time for games. Here's what's going on with this person. They're the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands. This person is a shameless flirt, and they definitely have a like hashtag slut life. Like they're a little bit of a hoe. And then I'm laughing at them. I'm like, you're a hoe. What the hell? Okay, that's fine. I mean, if you have a little bit of a slut life side, you know, you can pour that into something else. But they're going to pour it into what they want to pour it into. They're going to be really flirty, really sexy. They're really rebellious, but their action towards you is the Hanging Man. Like, whoa. And clarifying this is the Four of Cups, the Moon, and the Fool. All right, they're either in a relationship with you and they're just bored and they're acting like a selfish little oversexed teenager right now. And they're like, oh, I want to move on. I wish I was a kid again. I mean, if this is what you want to do, dude, then you need to do it, okay? Just go and be the fool and be non-committal and like walk into walls, step in your own shit, get laid, lie, like be a child if you want to be. Like that's a choice. But the thing is that they know that there could be something here with you, but a part of them is just like a goofball and they don't want to be serious. And frankly, they get all weird about their emotions and I think they like you more than they want to. And they sort of, I think this person runs with scissors a lot is what I think. I also think maybe this person just sort of feels stuck in some way and they want to break out of that and they want to have some kind of excitement. I pulled out the Lenormand deck because it cuts right to the chase. What came out for this person is the Whip, the Mountain, and the Fox. They want to take a risk. They want to change. This person wants something different. They want to cut something out. This person feels kind of whipped by life. Life is cracking a whip on them and they know that they have a mountain to climb and they're like, not today, Satan, I'm going to take a shortcut. It's like, no, this is hard. Like the whip and the mountain, can't we just find an easier way to get there? Isn't there a shortcut? Can't I cheat? This person kind of runs from hard work and responsibility right now. And furthermore, some chick next week is gonna, yeah, they may meet somebody else and then they have to have a little bit of a crisis of conscience over it. It's like, what kind of woman do you want to be with? Do you want to be with a woman that's going to be here with you forever? Because Taurus will mate for life. Or do you just want to chase that hot chick at the end of the bar forever? Meanwhile, you have a perfectly good woman in front of you. Like, accept Taurus for who she is and stop acting like a fucking child. Like, I just want to like sit this person down and be like, don't be an idiot. Like, just don't be an idiot. Like, whoopee, you met somebody new and she liked you, but Taurus is kind of the thing, yo. First of all, I do want to tell you some stuff about some other parts of your life. There are some challenging circumstances here. You're going to have a 90-degree angle kind of feeling between some planets next week, Taurus. There's a challenging situation and there is a mountain to climb, in particular about earning potential. This is about your physical security, your possessions, your access to earning potential, and resources that help you feel stability in the second house, which is about the material plane. You rule that house. Like, what gives you self-worth? You're going to be very focused on material values, assets, money, and doing good with all that. Aquarius is coming out. You need to be progressive in the way you think about life because there are going to be money challenges. With Aquarius coming out, Aquarius is sort of influencing you and saying to you right now, Bull Gang, you need to do something in a very radically different way. You need to do something that in a way that you've never done before. You're kind of hitting this glass ceiling. You need to be more authentic and original. You need to invest in what you believe in, and you have to have progressive imaginings about all this. You also need to nurture yourself right now, satisfy your own emotional needs, okay? You're going to have some confusing cyclical emotions. Next week might be kind of moody as well. And you may be kind of down on yourself for money and stuff like that. Meanwhile, there's like potential for new love here towards you, but it's like this person's got to figure out what kind of woman he wants. He's either messing around after dating you for a while or this is a new person and they kind of want you to be something then you're not. He or she just needs a chance to figure out what kind of person they want to be with. Because it's like, you're like, I'm not going to chase you. You can jump through my hoop. Like, I have a whole kingdom to run here. I'm the empress. I've got a shit ton of stuff going on. I'm not going to run around. And I look really good in a red dress, but I think I look better in my dress. Like, and this person does too. But look, they like to play it cool, and the lovers. They want to jump in bed right away, and they like to have their options open. I'm not going to diss this person, but I don't know that y'all are at the same speed right now. And furthermore, you look like you're really worried about money and finances. So I don't know what the hell this person is focused on. Also, I'm hearing though, Taurus, that some of you, like if this isn't a relationship thing for you, some of you are entrepreneurs or like you really hustle and you get the attention of other people, but not in the way that you want. That's all I'm going to say. They're telling me that's all to say. You get people's attention, but not in the way that you want. Make it more clear what you're about. And people will approach you for what you want them approach you to approach you to for. I'm hearing that there might be like some big misunderstanding between yourself and someone else. Like they thought you were going to have one kind of relationship with them. And you're like, actually, I just wanted to like rent a space from you. Like, you don't need to ogle my boobs. Like, like someone might try to mix business with pleasure when they're not supposed to. So just be clear, like what you're about, because you look like you're mostly worried about like money, finances, stuff like that. The way you see yourself right now is the Four of Pentacles, holding back and holding on. You're going to be pinching pennies right now because the Five of Pentacles and the second house came out. Next week will not be phenom financially. I mean, it might be fine, but you might just be kind of stressed out about money. I think you don't have as much as you'd like to have, but you're going to handle it really well. Like if you feel like the Five of Pentacles is like the break-even card. It's not sexy, but it doesn't feel good. And you're like, okay, I have to watch my budget. I have to be really careful. Your action is the Tower. You might not be able to afford something all of a sudden, or you know that something needs to change. You're going to have this massive, sudden internal shift, or maybe there's an external shift with the Tower. And clarifying, this is the Hermit. That's Virgo, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. I think you're suddenly realizing something's really got to change, but you're not moving quickly. You're like, I don't know. I think that something needs to be different. Part of me feels like I just need to blow this whole thing and like try to make something work somewhere else, but I'm kind of in a comfort zone here. Things are going okay. I don't really know. Things are changing for me, but I need to search my soul about where to go next and how quickly to move. Things will move slowly. It's going to cause you to rethink some things. You may come to some sudden awareness as well. And I was like, well, how do they feel about all this? Because y'all are thinking about like yourselves and money and all that. And meanwhile, this person. So what came out here is soulmates, and then the phoenix will rise, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, changed mind. So there might have been a relationship that's like, what are we doing here? And someone was like, no, I've changed my mind. I'm serious. We're soulmates. Let's make this work. But it's turned out to be a karmic relationship, and someone feels really stabbed in the back. Because someone is being self-indulgent and kind of narcissistic. They are being narcissistic. There is something about talking to what's-her-face here, Taurus, that makes them feel a certain way about themselves. And they like the way it makes them feel. And this makes you feel stabbed in the back. Like, this was all fleeting. These are just triggers. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of lessons you could work through with this person. You could learn a lot. Everyone thinks in the tarot community, I'm so sick and tired of hearing other tarot readers use the word karma inappropriately, and they never talk about dharma. Karma is just an opportunity to learn lessons that you need to learn. And this doesn't mean that it's a relationship that's not your divinely chosen partner. It's like, I think that y'all were working on something, or you will work on something, but then you're going to feel stabbed in the back because this person's just being indulgent. They're indulging their own ego. They're a commitment phobe. And they have this obsessive, indulgent side that, yeah, and they run away when things get hard, and they want to self-soothe by thinking, oh, I'm gonna fall in love with this young sexy girl. She's not gonna make you feel 23, dude. Taurus is the one to stick with. So you need to watch out for that, Taurus. That's what I'm seeing next week. Sorry if this is a tough message, but some of you really need to hear that. Needed to hear that. Okay, but that's what's going on right now. Focus on your money and figure out your next move. This person is unreliable right now. Hopefully that helps you make a good decision in love and life moving forward. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Taurus. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.